coming out of the game last week. Certainly we were happy to win and very happy for our seniors primarily. It was their last home game, and again, they're a very special group to me. I don't know how to maybe qualify that comment other than to say if you knew them, you know them as players, you don't really know enough about them because they're quality of people, I think, that's unequaled as a group. We have we've had some high spots, some low spots. We've had some good quarters, some bad quarters. It appears that we responded after halftime pretty consistently, though, and played to the end to win, and actually got it down to the last possession and won most of them. As we move forward, you know, the challenge for us this week is we go back to the opening game of the season, really, since we've had this kind of challenge, which is to step into a unique environment for us. We don't play in these environments regularly, even though we already have, and go back to the same challenge we had there, which was to be fully focused into what we were there for and not on anything else. We were playing a top 10 team as we did earlier. Quite a bit completely different after that, though. I mean, what we're facing is one of the special defenses in the country. I don't know that anybody is, I don't know how you overall rank in defense, but I don't think any of the other great defensive teams in the country probably have as high overall ranking in top 5 categories that this team does. They could easily be undefeated, very easily, and they do it with talent. I mean, they are an outstanding group of talented football players, and particularly on defense. I know people that are watching this are trying to catch up with the particulars of it, but Sharif Floyd is a defensive tackle for them. Call him a freak show because he's really, really good. There's one better. And I don't watch. I probably see an SEC game a week on television, though, either waiting to play at night or getting home and watching it in the evening. And you know, I have a background in the SEC, and I think it's exciting to have this opportunity to play there. I hope the players can be as comfortable as not that playing anybody that got that much talent is comfortable. I don't need that, but I mean, the way I like it is I know Will. You know, Will's from here. Rome's 50 miles away. I run into people left and right for years that are friends of Will's. Will coached here just for a spring. I have really good professional friends that are good friends of his. I can't say that I've personally been around Will very much, but I know where he comes from. And what I see on that football team is you know, the way Will's been raised and what he believes in, and quite honestly, what I believe in. It's a run the ball, stop the run, win the turnover ratio football team, just like Alabama, just like LSU, and they're every bit as good as those two, in my opinion. You know, for us, we've got to handle what our matchups are in the game. Are we overmatched? We're matched. We're not overmatched, but we're challenged greatly. And I think that's going to require for us that we play as good as we can play. The biggest part of these games, honestly, is play within yourself, play within your system. make plays on execution. I think where maybe, you know, a mistake will cost you in any game, I think a mistake has a chance to cost you more greatly. And I think that's, you know, that's what that's the way these games are. One of the big questions for me in this game is where Miss Ward Pell is going to be sitting. She was sitting at my house Saturday after we played and did not directly answer the question very well. To say that she has political divides here, you can ask Ben Hill Griffith, you know, about her politics. Because I think she probably knows Ben Hill a lot better than Muschamp or most people in Florida. If he's, you know. But she also, for people that know, to give the background. Y'all wonder what the background is in this, maybe, huh? Okay. 1970, Charlie Pell came here and really probably began the modern era, if you want to call it that, winning tradition. They went undefeated in 1970. But from here, he went to places, Clemson. Probably began what is now known as the Big Gator Club and what is known as probably the rabidness of the football program at the University of Florida. And they built their newest facilities and made their biggest advancements under Charlie. So we have a connection with these guys. I wouldn't say we're playing brothers, but we got a connection. Let's see what else I bring together. You know, it's a little bit like Arkansas was. They won a national championship in football, and they won a national championship in basketball. They've been in the World Series multiple times to win it in baseball, just like Arkansas. But there's still only one school that's won a national championship, NCAA national championship in football, basketball, and baseball, and that's Jacksonville State. So a school with great tradition, with some commonalities, one I have great respect for, by the way. That'll be a very exciting place for us to play. I expect these two guys here to make plays on any field, anywhere. I think these two guys could just easily be playing on the other side of the ball if they were there. Thank goodness they're playing with us. Rashad is from Florida. Played in their Florida All-Star game down there. I asked him if he remembered playing again with any of these, but none of them particularly were on those teams with him.
We're focused on Trent.
But Allen being from Georgia, do you got any buddies on this that went that way? Because they got some Georgia players.
There's one guy, Mike Taylor, linebacker.
He's a Georgia guy.
Yeah. Went to Westlake High School.
Westlake. Okay. Well, outstanding athletes go different places. They certainly have, you know, a fine group of them, and you know, I think it's a great opportunity for our guys to demonstrate how competitive we are, and getting ready to playing without mistakes, and playing 4 quarters of football is what we're going down there for. You know, it's going to be I think it's going to be an exciting time. I'm going to be excited about it. I'll tell you that. I'm going to be excited to see the plays as they unfold. I'm going to give them due respect, and they got playmakers, okay? And they're going to make their plays. I know they are. And I think they're sort of a stirred up bunch of bees that got their stingers out right now, too, because what happened to them last week didn't send them home smiling, I'm sure. But, you know, whether they bring their stingers out in the first quarter, the second quarter, or third quarter, or fourth quarter, inevitably, you know, these kind of teams, they got a stinger and they're going to show it. We're probably going to get it early. But we've got to bring our A game, play the first play, and play it down to the wire. And so I'm excited. I think these players are excited. Allen has had a great year offensively. I don't know of an offensive player in the league, stats, you know, wide receivers, you can always get them the ball when they're open. but I don't think anybody in this league has probably had more of an impact, even though the stats might not, than Allen. And he's a guy that I'm sure can't wait for the challenge on this field, just like I know Rashad can't wait for the challenge. Rashad's been our leading tackler. He's probably been our most, well, I don't think there's any doubt, been our most consistent defensive football player. Going back to the state of Florida, so I know these two guys, y'all got to set the tone for the others. I know how excited y'all are about this. We just got to make sure that the uncertainty of the field and who we're playing against doesn't neutralize the excitement of some of these guys maybe that haven't played at the high level that y'all been playing at. Y'all just keep the game going, take it there. You know Marquez is going to bring an A game, and you know a bunch of other guys are too. They're a running football team, and we haven't seen many of those lately. So it'll be, I like running games, so I know you like it when they run it too, so that's one thing we can look forward to is just matching up, being physical, and snapping the ball and making a play.